So my project originally was about, well, if sharks really could cure cancer, but it kind of turned into, I don't know how to put it, it's not as focused, because as I was researching, there's not like a direct answer, because they really don't know yet. So, sorry. Am I supposed to start this timer? No. Okay, so basically, can sharks get cancer? And there's a lot of places and people that claim that they can't. This says sharks and rays are the only animals known to man that don't get cancer, and scientists believe it has something to do with they don't have bones but cartilage, and there have been books published saying they don't have cancer, and that this one says how shark cartilage could save your life. But it's really not true, because sharks do get cancer and tumors, so people are, not even people, salesmen are using sharks and saying, look, they don't get cancer, so by using them, humans should be able to cure their own cancer, not get cancer, when in reality, none of it is true. And the shark cartilage can actually be harmful to people and to the sharks themselves, because they're being killed for something that won't actually help us. So with shark cartilage therapy, you can take it in a variety of different ways. This is shark cartilage here. You can take it in pills, in like a liquid form. You can take it as a liquid. You can take caplets, tablets. I think people even eat like the freeze-dried like cartilage itself. And really, they make it very available, user-friendly. There's another book by the same guy, The Continuing Story of Shark Cartilage Therapy, and how it works really well to shrink your tumors. And they're right in the fact, like what they're saying behind it, that they're trying to use the cartilage to shrink tumors. And when a tumor grows, and gets larger, it obviously needs more nutrients, it needs a way to take waste away from itself, and it starts to form blood vessels going to it, right here. And that will allow more blood flow, more blood supply, and it'll allow the waste to leave after it uses it, allowing the tumor to grow larger. But in cartilage, and what they found in labs when they ground up cartilage from sharks and also cows, is that cartilage has an anti-anogenic property that will not allow the formation of the blood vessels to form. So the tumor cannot get any larger, and it will suffocate itself by not being able to take the waste away. So they were hoping that by giving people shark cartilage, that would help to shrink the tumors already in people, or prevent them from getting larger and these blood vessels from forming. But that's not a real reality, which is unfortunate. So the theory behind why it doesn't work is that the protein molecules are too large to be absorbed into the bloodstream to even get into the blood and get to the tumor. Even if it even got there, you could find the tumor and actually do something. Here's more examples of how they're sold. You can get it in bags, you can get pills, drops. They're thinking that the liquid form might have been a little easier to be digested, but through countless clinical trials, they haven't found any conclusive results that this works. And I think the one clinical trial that was done was like in the way beginning, and they said that yes, this works, but nobody's ever been able to duplicate that. So I don't know how reliable or valid that is. It's an argument. There's a lot of health risks. Hi, Hamza. A lot of health risks involved in taking these shark cartilage pills, as well as they don't help you, but They're not FDA approved, so you don't know what's in them. They have contaminants. They actually cannot be sold with the label that they cure cancer because it's proven that they don't, so they're sold as a dietary supplement, which means that the FDA has less tight regulations on them. There's also a couple side effects to taking these pills, which don't help you, but for some reason I kept finding that they pushed on people, and I was like, oh, people are just dumb. Because if you Google it, it tells you that they don't work, but when people have cancer, they're desperate to find something, and it can actually make them worse. You can get nausea, indigestion, fatigue, dizziness. It can cause liver issues. It can cause some neurological issues. There's an amino acid that the pills aren't screened for, that can cause a lot of brain and neurological issues. There are extra risks to people with low white blood cell count, which, as we know from studying cancer and, well, a little bit, when you undergo chemotherapy for cancer treatment, it kills a lot of your fast replicating cells like blood cells, hair cells, and everything like that. So if you're undergoing cancer treatment, or you have a cancer like leukemia that's in your blood, and you have a low white blood cell count, and you're taking these cartilage pills, you're more prone to infection, you can get sicker. So it's a problem that I think needs to be addressed, because we're promising people, like, here's a magic pill that will help you. It doesn't do anything. It can make them worse, and we're killing tons and tons of sharks just to take their cartilage and give it to people to make them worse off than they were before. So even though the shark cartilage therapy didn't work, and I was disappointed by that because I wanted to have a good project that was like, yes, we're going to cure cancer from the ocean or something. I don't know what I wanted to do with that. I found when I was researching that they are looking at other parts of the shark now. There's still a lot of trials going on where they're saying, oh, we'll just look at the cartilage again, and look at it again, which is another waste of time and money. But they started looking at the immune system of a shark. And the immune system of a shark is actually very similar to ours in the way that it functions with antibodies and everything like that. But they have an extra organ right here. You can see it. I'm not saying it right. The epigonal organ, which is unique to sharks themselves. No other animal has it. So they're looking at that and the function that it has in the, sorry, that's a little gross. That's what it looks like on the inside. It was the best picture, can you help me find it? They're looking at it because they're the only ones that has it, and they do have, the sharks have been around forever, and they do get sick less often than other animals. I mean, you can't really say in what frequency they get sick and get certain things because the sharks don't go to the doctor. If they die, they get eaten by something else or they sink to the bottom. But we use sharks for a lot of things, like medical students use them to practice on their anatomies. We hunt a lot of them and bring them in so they can tell where, like, kind of tell the frequency of which sharks get sick with certain things, and it seems to be very low. So they have a very good immune system, and they think that this has something to do with it. So basically, they don't have anything definitive yet, but a conditioned medium from the epigonal gland of a bonnethead shark, which I was going to put a picture of, but it doesn't matter what they look like. They've been shown to have some effect, a positive effect, when introduced into a cell line in vitro. And they think it has something to do with cytotoxic activity through the induction of apoptosis in target cells, which is what we were talking about before, kind of, where it suffocates it and gets rid of it. and they haven't had anything definitive yet, they just started looking. But hopefully, this little thing right there will eventually be able to cure people from cancer. The only problem is that since the sharks are the only one that have it, if it is found to cure cancer, then we will probably kill all of our sharks. And that would cause more problems for the ecosystems, for just anything. I mean, they're at the top of the ecosystem, the ocean, so just from there down, everything would be a mess. And it would be unfortunate to see them go away. But then we kind of have to weigh which is more important, the human population and saving them, or keeping like the world in balance and saving the sharks. I like sharks. And that's it. So I'm excited.
Question for Rachel?
Good.
What? No! Can you, are there certain sharks, can we breed them in captivity?
Yes, but I don't know if we'll be able to keep up with the growing demand for I mean, if we find out that they can cure cancer, everybody's going to go out and kill a shark and like try to cure their grandma or something. So we probably could keep some of them, but I don't know if it would like be feasible. Does that make sense? How I phrase that?
Yeah, but do you really think, I mean, they've been doing research on this for how many years now?
Yeah, I know.
What's your gut?
I don't think that they're going to find anything too substantial to say, like, this is the cure for cancer, and it's the only one. But I think that people want to believe that there will be a cure. My mom had cancer, and I know that we would have done, I mean, she's fine now, but we probably would have tried anything to make sure that she was okay.